everyone. Uh, in previous class we discussed about force. Okay, from force, friction is acting. How objects are used to stop by using friction. Okay, how friction is used on the objects. Like that we discussed in different topics in force, and today we are entering into the new topic which is basing on friction. Previously already discussed about friction. Again one more time we are discussing. This is the completely new chapter as well as interesting topic to discuss. In friction, first of all, what is meant by friction? What is meant by friction? Next one, how friction will produce? How friction produce? Next one, how many types of frictions are there? How many types of frictions are present? Advantages of friction. Advantages of friction. Disadvantages of friction. So today we are going to discuss few topics which is basing on friction. Okay, in that what is meant by friction, how friction will be produced, and advantages of friction, disadvantages of friction, how many types of friction. In next class we will discuss types of frictions detailedly as well as activities which is basing on friction. All this we discuss in next class. Okay, today what is meant by friction? First of all, what is meant by friction? What is meant by friction? The friction is an opposing force. Okay, that we can say the friction is an opposing force. So what is meant by friction? A friction may be defined as the opposing force which comes into play tangentially between two objects, or two surfaces, so as to destroy the relative motion between them. Okay, this is about the friction definition. Now next one is, which means we can say if any object, for example, if a car is moving, for example, if a car is moving in this direction, so force will be acted in this direction. So force is acting in this direction, then friction will act opposite to the direction of forces. That only we can say a friction may be defined as the opposing force. Okay, tangentially means in this direction. Okay, sometimes friction may act in this direction also. If this object is moving downwards, okay, if the object is moving upwards, then friction will act in this direction. Okay, this way you can say take it as a normal force. Okay, so this is the friction may be defined as the opposing force which comes into play tangentially between two surfaces so as to destroy the relative motion between them. Okay, how friction is produced? Now, if we go to how friction is produced, how friction is produced. Okay, how friction is produced. For every object, for example, if we consider any object, on that object generally looks like soft and gentle, but if we look by using microscope, which means which is used strong microscope, then that we observe some irregularities. If, for example, this is a ball, okay, and this is the plane surface, ball and plane surface in normal view, normal eye view. Okay, if we observe like that, this will be the same position only. But if we observe both the objects, we observe the objects by using microscope, then they will be in this direction. So on the plane surface there will be some irregularities on the plane surface, as well as on the ball also some irregularities will present on the ball. Okay, some irregularities will be present on the ball. Like this, it will be microscopic particles. Okay, these irregularities are used to produce friction. These irregularities are used to produce the friction between the two objects. Okay, this is about how friction is produced. And this we can say one more thing we can deal with it. Okay, when two objects are kept one on the other, the actual area of contact will be much smaller than the total surface area of contact. surface area of contact. Okay. Otherwise, we can say this friction is also as electromagnetic force. Okay. This friction is also an electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force. Okay, this is about friction as well as causes of friction. And now coming to contact force. What is meant by contact force? How it is used for the friction? Okay, what is meant by contact force and how it is used for friction? So next slide is contact forces. Contact forces. Contact forces means I already told you when two bodies are kept in contact, then electromagnetic force will be acted between these two particles or two objects, these two bodies. Okay, this contact force makes action reaction forces. Okay, action reaction forces. Okay, now the angle of friction is represented by alpha. Okay, for example, if you draw that, then if you draw a diagram, if this is a box, in this force is acting in this direction, force is acting, so friction will act in this direction, and this is the normal force, and this is the normal force. I am writing clearly. This is normal force N, and this is force of capital F, and this is the contact force, the force which is acting. Contact force means force will act with the two objects, then here angle made by it is alpha. It is the contact force. It is contact force, and this is friction. Okay, this is about contact force. Next one is advantages as well as disadvantages of friction. Next one is advantages of friction as well as disadvantages of friction. First one, advantages of friction. Advantages of friction. Advantages of friction, we can say, first one, friction is used in many ways. Okay, friction is useful for us in many ways. In that, I am giving only 5. First one is safe walking. on the floor is possible is possible because of friction between the floor and the feet. Okay, the floor and the feet. Second one is nails and screw are held in the wall or wooden surface due to friction. Third one is friction helps the fingers to hold a drinking water bottle. Okay, a drinking water tumbler or a pen. Or a pen. This is about advantages of friction. Okay, 3 is enough. These are all the advantages of friction, and as well as vehicles which is moving on the plane surfaces are used to stop by using friction only. Okay, these are the advantages of friction. And if we go for disadvantages of friction, yes, I will give 3 examples on disadvantages of friction also. Disadvantages of friction. In disadvantages of friction is used to result a large force. It is used to produce very large force. Okay, so that is the first one. Friction results in the large force. Friction results in the large force or large amount of power. Okay, large amount of power. So loss in engines and hence brings down the efficiency. Next one, the wear and tear of the machines increases. Due to friction. Okay, friction reduces their life. So these are the disadvantages of friction. Okay, Till now we discussed about what is member friction, how friction is used to produce, and advantage of friction, disadvantage of friction. In next class we are going to discuss about types of frictions as well as how types of frictions are used and characteristics of types of friction, and mostly activities which is present on friction we are going to discuss in next class. Thank you.